Okay, in this video, this is question 12, and we're going to be dealing with part C and part D on this particular question paper, and you can go to the website and download it. The first part of it is it asks us to expand and simplify its two bracketed terms. So I'm just going to use the normal way of multiplying these brackets out, where what I would say is I'm going to deal with 2x first. Well, 2x times x is going to give me 2x squared, and then 2x times minus 8 is going to give me minus 16x. So what I've done then is I've dealt with multiplying out the 2x. I then need to look at the positive 3, and I'm going to multiply that by each of the terms in the second bracket. So I've got positive 3 times x is going to give me plus 3x, and then positive 3 times negative 8. Well, remember that a positive times a negative is a negative, so that's going to be negative 24. And then really it's just a case of tidying that up, and that will actually answer this question. So let's have a look at that. We're going to gather like terms. 2x squared stays on its own. Okay, and then I've got minus 16x plus 3. Well, minus 16 plus 3 is going to give me minus 13x. Remember, it's going it's an addition, okay, minus 16 plus 3, and then I've got minus 24 at the end, and that will answer this particular question. Okay, and then we're going to go on to part D of this, where we're being asked to solve. In other words, they want us to work out the value of f in this particular equation. Okay, well, the first thing is we're dealing with a fraction, so really we need to get rid of this denominator. This 4 is not going to do us any favours at all. We need to get rid of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this equation, this side of the equation, by 4, because if I do that, I can cancel this out. So I end up with 4 times 7 minus 3f over 4 equals 2. Now I need to also multiply this side by 4. I'm multiplying both sides of the equation by 4. But the good news is those two cancel out. I end up with 7 minus 3f, and that equals 2 times 4, which is 8. Okay, so then it's really a case of manipulating this equation until I get to the point where I can get a value of f. Well, I need to get this minus 3f. I think it's a little bit difficult sometimes to deal with the minuses, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3f to this side of the equation and to this side of the equation, and it means then that I'm going to get a positive value of f, which is just a little bit easier to deal with. So if I add 3f and add 3f, I'm going to end up with these two cancel themselves out, but I end up then with 7 on this side and 8 plus 3f on this side, which works very well for me. I'm just going to move this paper up ever so slightly just so you can see it at the end of the video. Okay, like that. Okay, so I'm happy with my 3f there because it's a positive value, just makes my life a bit easier, but I do need to get rid of this 8 because I want my f values on one side and my numbers on the other. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to minus 8 from both sides. Now if I do that, it means that these two cancel themselves out, so that and that goes, and I end up with 3f, and then on the left hand side I end up with 7 minus 8, well that's going to be minus 1. Okay, so minus 1 is the value of 3 lots of f. So in order to find out one lot of f, I'm going to divide by 3, that cancels itself out, so f is going to equal minus 1 divided by 3 is minus 1/3. Okay, it takes a little bit of time to work your way through these types of equations, but if you have a look at the playlist, there are some other examples for you. I hope that's been okay for you, and I'll look forward to seeing you inside the next video.